Hello there, tarot friends. Happy Friday. I know that I am very early today. I usually try to do this at 9 o'clock or thereabouts. And my child woke up extra early today. And I was sort of on the fence about doing this at all because I'm just working for maybe an hour or two after this and then taking him to my best friend's house. So every couple of months, like he'll go there for a sleepover, or we'll go there on a Friday to hang out because my friend doesn't work on Fridays. And so I'll take the day off or work partial, whatever. Point being, that day is today. And sometimes I just skip this altogether. But I tried to get myself ready to a point yesterday where I could still come on today. And even with that, just a little bit of planning and trying to make this happen, then he woke up early. So now he's having his like quiet morning wake up time with his videos upstairs. And so this is when I have to be here. So I wanted to apologize to my West Coast friends who are most certainly going to be sleeping right now. I'm also aware of the fact that our Kelly Bear might be going live just because she doesn't have a set day or anything like that. But she will sometimes pop on around this time, which is, 7 a.m. for me. So anyway, I just want to put that out there. I'm not trying to encroach on anyone's time, though I'm also quite certain that she does not view, just like I don't view my times as just my times. This is wide open, free YouTube space that anyone can use. But again, just wanted to make you all aware of that. And let you know why I'm so early today. So, hello, Marsha. How are you? And Ishi's here. Hello, hello. So, I don't know exactly what we're going to be doing today, but I do have a couple new things that I wanted to show. And I actually just sliced open this box that has like duct tape on it. Wasn't actually too hard, but I was a little concerned. So what was in that box is my Czech version of the Shadowscapes, which you'll know I bought this probably a couple months ago or more, and it still is shrink wrapped. I didn't remember, or I didn't know that, or I didn't remember that I knew that, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is one that I had wanted for quite some time as soon as I heard that there was a bigger version, basically. Mostly because I love Shadowscapes, and it was one of probably my first 5 decks. It was one I got very early on, and it didn't really dawn on me, and I've mentioned this before probably, that it didn't really dawn on me that it was like the notorious, there's too much artwork in a small space deck, right? Because I didn't really think about that or know that until I was on TarotTube, and that kept popping up. People like, oh, Shadowscapes is beautiful, but it's too much in a small space. So anyway, my point is, at this time in my life, I can see that really well, and that doesn't bother me. And I never thought, oh, I wish there was a bigger version of this until I got on TarotTube. But even then, my reasoning was different. You all know how I like my big cards and a small card. I do that with different decks anyway. They don't have to be the same deck, but just like with Lenormand, when I love to have the regular and the mini size to do Lenormand readings, that I just love any like regular and medium, regular and mini size deck. So that's my long ramble about why I wanted this. So I feel pretty lucky because it's not the easiest thing to find. And again, I didn't remember that this was still sealed. Because again, it was a long time ago, and you know how I am. I still haven't opened my Cosmovisions. So I thought I was going to open that on vacation week, and it just did not happen. Hey, Chris, how are you? I saw you. I have a little bit of a delay, but not that much. I just wanted to finish my thought because you know how I am. How was Frozen, Chris? Oh, Brightly. Hello. No, no questions today. What is today? Friday. I don't know. Um, Maria at Lady Night of Avalon sometimes does live readings, but I no one off the top of my head. I mean, a lot of people do live readings, but I was trying to think about a Friday. I don't think I've seen her on a Friday in a while, but that's a channel to watch for those. And also Regina Tarot, Monday and Thursday usually. But thank you for asking. Oh, Frozen was good. Okay, so here we go. Let's take a look at this. And Marcia said I did the same thing. I could not work with it. The deck that helped me was the Anna K Tarot. Oh, okay. I actually don't have Anna K Tarot. I have the Anna K Lenormand. Something about Anna K Tarot, like there's a couple of people cards, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm just weird about people. And that's one thing, just kind of in general. Oh, Chris, that's awesome. Let me know if I can say her name and I'll say hi. I mean, I know you just typed it, but it's a little bit different. So this is beautiful. We can show this. And that will be good. So yeah, the people and Anna Kay. Something about it just doesn't. Oh, it's gilded. I forget. Hi, Sophie. Oh, happy Friday. Oh, so exciting. Okay. Oh, this has my hair in it as everything. Okay. Trash pile. So yeah, I bought this a while ago and I don't even really remember what I paid for it. This one isn't in my brain as much as like knowing how much it usually goes for, but I just know that for me relatively it wasn't super crazy. Oh, people on the decks. That's a thing. Like I keep thinking about doing that video that's like preferences or whatever. I can't remember what it's called, but Julie Rose at Peekaboo Rose did that as well. She may have started it. I can't remember, about things I like about decks and things I don't, and like how you decide what you're getting. And I always joke that it's sort of open season for me. There aren't very many, like categorically speaking, like many things that I'm like, that's a no. But like a widespread thing, meaning it could be in a unicorn deck or a chakra deck or whatever. It's just like the type of people, like the artistic type is what I mean. So that kind of throws me sometimes. And if I'm like, I don't know. So anyway, we have, so there's no, oh, there is a book. It's right here. It's right here. So this is, again, the Czech version of Shadowscapes. And let me find a pretty picture. I mean, they're all pretty. They're beautiful. So here are the backs. And these have a little gloss on them, which I don't mind. That's another thing. Unless the cardstock is just like inarguably not great, then I don't really have a problem with different types of cardstock, right? So that doesn't narrow things down for me. Okay. Oh my gosh, here's our Fool. Yeah, she is saying hi to Sophie too. Okay, so I'll try to do it like this. My curtain's closed, but we still get a little bit of a glare. So there's our beautiful Fool. And when I first saw this, I was super excited. This is one that I think I picked up at the bookstore. In the early days, it was either bookstore or Amazon, and I can't remember. And she has her little fox there with her and some butterflies and birds. And I really like, she just looks like a dancer to me, right? And so, I mean, it's beautiful just kind of across the board, but I think that's something that led me to it with that kind of extra pull. You know, she's got this pretty like lyrical dress on, and I start choreographing in my head. And our magician, are these cards huge? So good question. Let me show you. I love all the stuff hanging off the wing. I love when there's stuff hanging like that, like in my idiosyncra deck with all the things hanging out of the tree for the Hierophant. That always gets me. If there's stuff tied to a tree, I'm probably buying it. Probably. And the flowers. Oh, okay. So are these huge? That corner felt just a little wonky, but not bad. So let me see what I have. I actually have a writer at hand, which I don't usually. Hi, Robin. Good morning. Yes, this is earlier than usual. This is a day where I'm only working a couple hours and then taking Max to my friend's house. So that's part of the thing. Usually on those Fridays, which happen every couple months, I just don't go live. But Max woke up early, and so he's set up having his quiet time, so I thought I'd hop on. So yes, I usually try to do 9 o'clock, but it turned into 7:15 today. So here's my plaid backs against this bigger version of the Shadowscapes. So it's not huge. It's not like Oracle huge or anything. The other Shadowscapes is just smaller. I wonder if I have that at hand. Let me see. It's in a bag with purple stars. I have a dress on today, so I won't be super in the way. Oh, and I have Maleficent leggings on since I'm up. Here. Oh, God, don't fall over. See, there's the dragon. And then I can't see really. So there's like a raven and another bird and a dragon. And then where's Maleficent's face? Here you can see her right here. And it all like fits together. Ooh, Robin is really excited over a premiere that he's doing at noon. If anyone's around, I think this is what you're talking about in Chris's live last night. That is very exciting. I have an appointment at 11:45 at the chiropractor, and it should be a quick snap and pop. And then I'll be back in my car on my way back to hang out with Max for a little bit at my friend's house. So I should be done just in time or a couple minutes late, and I will watch it when I'm in the parking lot, and I'll take a mom moment and I'll not rush back. So there you have it. That's exciting, everyone. Toadstool Tarot at noon. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for Shadowscapes. It's in this black bag. Well, charcoal. Here it is. Okay, because the original one, well, I don't actually know which was original. The US English version one is Sip Sip. Gerald probably will be jealous of these. I love Maleficent. Like the redone, not the redone, the movie about her story, you know, with Angelina Jolie. I choreographed to, this is terrible, who did a version of that? Lord? That slow, creepy version. I mean, even creepier. I love it. I choreographed like a senior dance to that. It was a duet. It was really beautiful. Okay, so here we have the World card. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Against the Magician for the Shadowscapes. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really needed this today. Sometimes, like I said, I just skip it, but yesterday was a day of like trudging through it with Max. I don't know if you can even see. Okay, there we go. So this is how much bigger the Czech version is than the English version. So I don't really mind showing hard to find stuff. Oh, the check version is a different gloss, like a different lamination. And you can see that, well, okay, there we go. So the English version has this like more saturated, or I don't know, I'm not good with describing things like that, like a richer color. And this one's a little more grayish purple, a little more washed out. And I like both. See, this is a problem. That's why I have all these things. My Vanna White. Snap and pop like it's nothing. At my chiropractor, it is nothing. Um, Thankfully. I don't know. It's so cool because he always gets like excited about how like well my back moves, you know. He's like, oh D, that was great. Blah 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 blah. I think he probably does that to everyone, but anyway, he's a real happy guy. And like you go see him for 5 minutes or more like 10, you know what I mean? And he's really good with like talking quickly and kind of catching up with you, even though it's not a long appointment. It sort of reminds me of when I did tarot readings in person, you have to like keep to this time, which is, I don't know, that was probably day to day. That was the most stressful thing. I wasn't there every day. I was there twice a month. But unless like the person was incorrigible, I don't know why that word just came to me. My brain's like turning on or something. Then the stress of that was really just the time thing. But you get used to it and you get in this like mode. So yeah, now that I have these out, so my original Shadowscapes stays. Now you can't see very well because this is like a dark purple embroidery on this. So this is a 31 bag, one of these things I sell on the side, my side gig. And now our embroidery is like filled in. It used to be just these like outlines, but I wanted it to be dark anyway. It shows up better in person. But I have a whole set of things. I have a makeup bag that has this charcoal dot pattern and then the dark purple. But now I don't have an example. Our embroidery like shapes are like solidly filled in now. So anyway, that's that. And the original one has a big book like this tall. Does that even do anything? So like here's the book that came with the Czech version, and the English version is like this probably, and like this, and it came in like a big box. So that's why this English version is in this little bag. So English version, no gilding. Since I have these out, we can make a little comparison. Czech version has the gold. Can't remember where I got this from, like someone on Facebook secondhand or eBay. I don't know if I've gotten anything on eBay, but I look sometimes. It's just been so long, I don't remember. What does the box say? It's like Manic Monday. Sorry for how I am. It doesn't say. Oh, this arrived to me in late February. For the record. All right, so let's go through. I already showed you that, but where's my girl? Oh, here she is. I know you. It's a good song for this deck. Sorry, I'm singing. I should not do that. It's our High Priestess. I could be one of these people for Halloween. Like, no one would know, but I don't care. The coffee must be working. Yeah, it must be. Look how beautiful. Oh my God. Like, I'm not even that crazy about butterflies, but look at them. And her orange dress. Are you kidding me? Oh, amazing. I love those butterflies. Okay. Here's our emperor. He's cool. And he's got like a sphere. Hold on. Or a disc or something. And it looks like it has a dragon on it, by the way. So that's what he's sort of holding. I keep moving around and trying to get closer, but I need to remember that it shows up better to you than it does to me. Shows up okay to me, but when um, I'll sometimes go in to try to find something and watch a little bit back, and I'm like, wow, that looks great. Good morning, Debbie. I'm here really early today because a lot of things. So not a time change or anything. I'm going to try to keep to 9 o'clock usually, but today's just an anomaly. So yeah, these are beautiful, and I'm so excited to have them. This is the check version of Shadowscapes. Oh, kissy kiss. Like I love the clothes. I love like the flowing clothing. This is so cute. Chariot with these like unicorns and turtles. I love this because it's like a multi like level thing. There's always like this earthy thing growing with like flowers around it, or there's like underwater scene, and then like the main level, and then like the sky. Do you know what I mean? I think that's part of it. Like the artwork is so like top to bottom. So like we have that castle in the background. My voice is a little gruff because it's early. Sorry. I don't need to apologize for my voice. I'm being silly. And then it has the turtles and this crab at the bottom. Right? I love this. Amazing. This shows a little upper body, but that's okay. It's nothing bad. And this sphere, right, that the lion has, if you all know how I feel about a sphere, oh, we have cats, we have like these birds sitting on this like incense bowl at the bottom. It's just incredible. Oh, I'm so happy to have this. That's our 9, our hermit again, in like the flowing robes. This one we have, and that's the other thing, like we have geese flying, and you'd think that'd be like the upper level, but that's like the lower level of this, right? The hermit is way up in the sky. It's, I just think it's interesting how these are done. So obviously just this sort of like whimsical fantasy type thing. Love it. I can speed this up a bit. Oh, here's our justice. There are more butterflies here. Cute, cute. Our hanged man's cool, and there's like an ankh up in the tree. Again, stuff tied to the tree. Just won't get over it. So cute. Oh, I keep thinking I'm going to show you one more and one more. So 13 is our death. And there's another sphere like we had with the lion, like those same colors. And it looks like there's like a bird all like wound up in it. Not wound up in it, like the bird looks fine. But we have a phoenix. Yeah, lovely artwork. This was like my first That's So Pretty deck, right? Again, it was in like my first 5. Temperance, we have this like blue and yellow swirling together into another sphere. Is anyone else now singing Once Upon a Dream? I still am, but just in my head. It's too early to sing, and I don't really sing anymore anyway, so, but it's too early for me to even sing in my house. Still watching while I make lunch. Excellent. Okay. I don't know that I need to go through all these. Um, the devil's really cool though, and we have there's a little lock with a keyhole near the bottom, and there's just a red string tied to like the handcuff. Okay, so you know how I am about like the red thread and like the vitality of life, and also how the red thread like connects us. I can't think, but I know Ishi knows because she was telling me when we were looking at the Trinity Tarot and it had all the red thread in it, and then that creator was Matt, now Ari Wisner, by the way. Um, he, I believe, pronouns have not changed. I should check on that and watch a recent video. Anyway, Ari Wisner confirmed that what we were talking about in my live had that we were properly or accurately picking up on things. Not that there's a right way, but he said, I like that you and people in your chat were talking about moon and death having like those towers, and that we were picking up on the red thread carrying through, which that one was more obvious, but he basically said that the meanings that we were applying to that were correct and were his intention, is what I'm trying to say with the words right now. So we have this person kind of coiled up here in the bottom, and then there's our devil. Interesting. Oh, look at this. Okay, I'll stop showing here in a minute, but I'm just excited about this. Oh, I know a thing too. Is Robin still here? Something I keep, because I had mentioned a particular majors only, but the only majors only deck I have, even though I sometimes take majors out and use them for things like Veronica Jude spread, majors on majors. I just wonder, oh, still here. Okay. Oh my gosh, let me show you the star and then I'll stop. Okay, here's the star. Because I had once, you asked me about that once, and I only have the Lost Forest majors from the first edition. And I was just going to show you that in case you hadn't looked it up. I don't know how you feel about that deck or that artwork or anything, but I can show you because I rearranged and it's right up front. I think it's going to be this. So what had happened was I fell in love with Lost Forest while the first print run was out of print. I knew the second one was coming, but I was just so enthralled. I'm like, I have to have just the majors to get me by right now. As the majors at the time were still available on this person's site, even though the full first edition was not. Oh, look, and it's got toadstools on the paper that she put in. I wrapped them all back up and put them away because she wrapped them nicely so that it filled up the box. That's funny. So here's just the business card, Chelsea Santa Maria. So I don't know if you're into this kind of artwork, but I have this. I don't know if this is still available or not. Lost Forest 21, 20. Okay, they're not in order. Those two just happen to be. Oh, yes, they are. Except for the devil's on top. Maybe just because. Oh, I know why. Because I did a video. It wasn't really a hashtag, but it Becca at one point did like her 5 favorite devils or 5 devils that made her think differently, or I can't remember if that's what I did. Anyway, something about choosing 5 devils, and I did that, and so that's why this one's on top, because this is one of my favorite devil cards ever. Right, with this child facing the fear, right? It's sort of like the next moment. It's like the moment you decide to do something about that devil energy. Ooh. Do you have the Forest Fae Oracle? It's got toadstools on the backs. I do not, but I saw something about it. Oh, I heard you talking about it the other day with some people that you had on your channel. I can't remember right now. I need to sip. Was it Gerald? Gerald and Kristen? Okay. The Tower, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so here we are. So here's the Fool. We'll look at the majors only from the first edition. Now, there are some slight differences in artwork, like actual changes, not just colors, from the first to the second edition. So just be aware of that. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Oh, yarn crafting video. Jilly, okay. Oh, I was picturing Kristen in that third spot from Richard's birthday live. Gerald and Jilly. I do not knit, but I hung out for that chat because it's just lovely to see and hear you people. Here's our, yes, super dramatic cards, those. Our mage dancing by the fire with some wings. Here's the mystic. So this is one that Sandra showed, I believe, though, the second edition, the full deck, when Gerald and Justin were on and had a bunch of us pop in. And Robin, I think you were on that video as well. But anyway, this is one that Sandra showed for her show and tell, this deck. I love this deck. Empress. The Emperor. Yeah, really beautiful. The Hierophant is another tree. So now the minors in both of these, the first and second edition, fit together in like a panorama to make like a fuller scene. The majors don't do that per se. Yeah, no. The dragon card. Hi, Candy. I just made a throat noise when I opened my mouth. Sorry. The dragon. I don't know. You might be a little bit behind chat, which is fine. I just want to let you know. Our lovers. She's like skeleton. Gosh, my arm is getting sore. Oh, why? Chariot. Here, I'll try to do this. Have to switch arms. Pretty cool. Strength is cool. It's I don't know, a person, looks like a dress and some long hair. Standing on a rock. Like out in some kind of storm. So I like that. Candy. Yes, my weird headache nerve problem is mostly better. What is my hair? I haven't had pain in a few days, but I am still having, this is like the longest it's ever lasted. Today I even had one on my left. Oh, I hope that's my cat and not my child. Anyway, I have like a little bit of like nerve sensitivity still happening. Hopefully the chiropractor fixes a lot of that too and just like knocks the rest of it out. I have an appointment today. So here's the Hermit, and this creature looks pretty scary to me. But yes, thank you. I'm mostly better, and I'm feeling like, oh, like I have some options to look into. Um, Good morning, Kimmy. Those pop-ins were great to watch. Excited for Tarot-thon. Yes, for sure. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. Super beautiful. It has like the 4 different so oh, here he comes. I just need this break today. Has the 4 different like suit themes that are found in this deck. So earth, water, fire, and air. Those are sort of like the color palettes for the suits in the deck. So I think this is really cool. Wheel of Fortune sort of shows like the seasons and or suits, and for some people those are, you know, one and the same. Why? Now I don't know if he's coming down or not. Let's take a sip. This sleepover for my child could not happen at a better time, because let me tell you, like yesterday was rough. Yes, Kimmy. So pretty. I think I already said that. But this is the majors only from Lost Forest first edition, and I do have the full deck of the second edition. Here's our Justice. I love her. I love when Justice is different because it's my birth card, and I'm not like super overwhelmed with the traditional version. I mean, I get it, but it's just kind of, I don't know. I get it. And I do like a Justice card that shows like the stillness too. So it's not that, but I'm just like bored with it somehow. I don't know. I don't know. I like a sexier Justice card. I don't know. I just do. I just do. So here's our Hanged Man. I love this. And Death. Okay, I love this. I can't get over it. It's so in line with my whole belief system. And so you'll see like this person standing here, and then they see this shadow figure over there. And I love this even for non-literal death. Like a handful of years ago, I was talking to a friend of mine, and I described this scene basically about myself on one side and my other self on the other side. And I just had to close that gap. And it was going to be like the hardest thing. I had to tell a thing that I had not told before. And I described this. And it was definitely a turning point in this transformation. I'm like, I can like see myself walking on this other path, and I need to get over there to myself. Right. So this I just love. Kimmy, this is The Lost Forest by Chelsea Santamaria. I'm showing the first edition. There are some slight artistic changes in the second. So this is the first edition box. But again, I started saying this when I was talking about Shadowscapes. I do like to show out of print, hard to find things. This is not out of print. Well, the first edition is. Second edition, I believe, is available. But I do like to show these things because you never know when one's going to show up, like on a buy-sell trade or anything like that. And I say, I want to know what things are called so that when I see someone post a list of 30 things they're selling, I'll know quickly if I want it or not. Okay, so that's my argument for showing these things. But again, I think I haven't looked in a while, but I believe this is still available. So here's the second Lost Forest Tarot, and it has the little Roman numeral 2 at the bottom. So this is what the box looks like for the second edition. It is this creator is very eco-friendly, all the materials and everything. If that's something important to you, I know a lot of people are saying, the way that I'm going to be more selective about my deck buying is to support creators who represent all people, or I'm going to support creators who are conscious of their carbon footprint, things like that. So if that's important to you, this is definitely a great option. Again, assuming that it's still available. I will say, I always point this out because I either watched a video or saw comments that people were not crazy. Some people were not crazy about the bags because there are two different textures on the bags. Now, I love this cardstock. It does feel a little cardboardy, but it doesn't feel what I call junky, right? It feels really nice to me. I love how this deck shuffles. When I got this, I probably sat on the couch with it for a week and shuffled like on my breaks when I was watching Tarot Tube. I really love it. But what I was going to say is that there are two different sort of like texture, like touch textures on the back, right? So it's a flat card, obviously, but you can feel like without looking that part of it is this sort of like rough matte. Now I use that. I don't know if that's the best word for it, but it's a little, there's like a smooth and a rough on the back. I really love it. I think it helps it like shuffle, like it's easy to shuffle, but it gives it, I don't even want to say it's sticky because it's not, but it gives it just the slightest little bit of something so that your cards don't fly everywhere. Hope I'm describing that okay. So here are the backs, and you can see even in the light that those darker spots have that little like sort of grain texture, and the rest of it is smooth. It was driving some people crazy. They were like, Lost Forest 2 is beautiful, but I can't deal with it because of the backs. I don't know. I don't have that issue. I think it feels beautiful. So there's my story on that. And it still smells so good. Oh my God, I smelled it all the time. Okay. So that's that. Just amazing. So I thought I heard my child coming down, but then he didn't. Thank you, Max. Okay, so let's finish up our, oh, here we go. Okay, here's Temperance. Are you ready for the cuteness? Reminds me of Lion King. Look at that. That's a good mom card for me. Whew. Yeah, is she on the list to investigate? The artwork is really beautiful. The other option is I'm pretty sure that this person sells their art on their site as well. Okay, so here's the devil again I showed at the beginning because it was on top for Becca's video about 5 devils. And that was like a long time ago, but I would invite you to look that up or look at my video about like top 5 devil cards or whatever. And the way I did mine was about devils that kind of made me think differently. And this was one of them. But I would love to see more people do that VR. I love it so much. Okay. And the tower. And Kimmy, I had mentioned too, the minors in this deck fit together like a panorama. And Kelly Fitzgerald at The Truth and Story has walkthroughs of, I believe, both versions of this. Actually, I know she does, and she has a comparison. So if you look at The Truth and Story for Lost Forest, you will see the full. Oh, second edition is also sold out. Thank you, Candy, for letting us know. But I say again, keep in mind when people are selling off their stuff that you like the Lost Forest. Make a note. Look at this moon. Amazing. Looks like aurora lights above or something like that. The sun. I know. Sorry, not sorry to show you things that you can't have, but a lot of people are getting rid of some decks, so keep an eye out. And here's a judgment. Our dragon comes back to blow the house down or burn it down, right? This is a pretty rough. But we could also think of this as like we are the dragon and this is a controlled burn. Yes, and also to keep an eye out for a third printing. And the world. So we have like the 4 blocks, the 4 representations of the suits again, with like this eclipsed planet or eclipsed sun with a planet in front of it, I guess. So there's that. Just keep meaning to show that to Robin and to everyone. But again, did you see majors only when you were on there, Candy? Is that still available or no? And if you don't know, that's okay. And again, don't know if this is your thing or not, Robin, but if you're super in love with it, let me know. If I just showed you and it's not available. Okay. So I could show you. Do you find all your various decks easy to read, or do you have to translate the images to RWS in your head? I would say I mostly find them easy to read and that I tend to go with what's on the card. I sometimes will bring in an RWS thing if I don't feel that it's there. But like the example with that judgment card, I might mention if I was doing a reading for someone else, especially, I might mention, typically this card presents as, this sort of feeling. But here I feel that it's more about, or could be more about like the dragon, being the one in control of that judgment, like we judge ourselves. So I would say that I kind of blend things, but I don't typically have a hard time reading a card. I just have a hard time, if anything, deciding what to include when I'm telling someone or not, or myself. But I would typically feel like I was drawn to use that deck for a certain reason, for a certain person, or for myself for a certain reading. And I would say, well, I'm supposed to read it like this because that's why I was drawn to that deck, if that makes sense. Oh, Candy, thank you so much for looking at that. Majors is available and on sale. So there you go. If you need a little Lost Forest in your life, you can get the majors only, at least for now. So yeah, I don't know. I think I mixed. Let's shuffle my new shadows. Got here in February. My shadowscapes, because now I kind of put the two, like the part we had walked through or flipped through and the part I hadn't together. They're like half mixy, so let's make them all mixy. Maybe. Yes, I'm ruffling the gilding. It's okay. You don't have to do it if you don't want. And I don't do it a lot, I'll say that. But because I haven't shuffled this before, I'm going to at least get it going. But it's a gentle riffle if there is such a thing. Ooh, Candy just looked her up on Instagram, and she is making a conceptual playing card deck for next year. Ooh, I don't know why I missed that comment before. Thank you so much for checking that out. Okay. Let's shuffle these up. Robin says, I'm in the mode for lighter, bright color optimistic imagery lately. Very good. Okay. Lighter, bright color. Yeah, that deck is definitely, I mean, not necessarily dark in concept, but definitely dark in its ambiance. May I ask again the name of the deck you read with when we chatted? Need to note it down again. Oh, The Way Home Tarot. Yes, The Way Home. I think that one's over there somewhere. I use that one a lot. I tucked it back like in the second row because I guess I'm not done with the Trinity Tarot. I'm never done with it. I just mean when I'm doing other readings, I will have something for like a couple weeks. And the last couple weeks I was using Light Seers and Trinity Tarot. And then I switch every couple weeks to other stuff. By and large, unless someone messages me and I feel like a certain thing coming out. Oh, so the other thing I was going to show. So there, let's put our, oh, right, there's no box. This came shrink wrapped, right? Yes. So I really wish, because I have another one of those charcoal dot bags, but without stars, this has Mildred paint in it, but I think I'm going to swap out my little Mildred for, oh, this is actually my bigger Mildred. And still all these extra cards. You all know Mildred Paint is one of my favorite decks, right? Just like ever. I love it so much. Oh, okay. So let's find a new thing for that. Do I want these extra art cards with this still? I guess I do. In this box. Okay. So let's put the Czech Shadowscapes in. Ooh. Does it fit? Birthday Splurge. Yes, yes. Okay, so this fits just fine in there. And then we'll put the older one. Oh, here's my Chelsea St. Maria business card, but I don't need it in the box because I know for certain who that is. Robin says, I dragged out my Lenormand decks the other day and really loved the bright, warm imagery in the Celtic Lenormand. That's a great way. I might sneeze. Excuse me, sorry. I dragged out, oh yeah, the Celtic Lenormand. That is a really good way to describe that deck. It's really beautiful. Bright and warm. Bye, Candy. Thank you so much for hanging out and for looking up that info for us about the Lost Forest. So, ooh, mac and cheese. That sounds amazing. Amazing. There. So again, the big, you have a lovely sneeze. Mine blows the roof off. Oh, my husband sneezed once, like out in the living room when I was on a live, and Chris was laughing. It's like, was that Ryan? Bless you. And it wasn't as loud because he was a room and a half away, but still, it was funny. Ooh, I'm on the TV. Okay. That's okay. Now that for sure is my child, but that's okay because we're kind of wrapping up. I didn't show you the other thing yet, but maybe he'll come down here and that will be fun because Sophie's here. And I'll just let it happen, right? Because I'm a calm, happy mama. And yeah. So I took forever the other day. Hi, honey. Yeah, sure. Thanks for asking. Okay. You want to come in and say hi?
Ooh, how many darkies in here?
I don't know what it is, baby. Come over here. Shut the door. so our Fiona doesn't get in. And can you come over here?
I got these in here.
Oh, I separated those from your magnets the other day, remember, because you were being a little crazy with them. Come here. There's someone, we're on a big TV at Chris's house. Remember Chris that sent you your cards? Can you put that down?
I want these. I need these.
So what he's talking about are magnets that are mine from when I was little, and I had them mixed in with his magnets that my brother gave to us, like hand-me-down. And I took mine back out because he was not being gentle enough with them for me. And I was not about to have my vintage magnets get broken. Okay, set it down and we'll come say hi. People are saying hi to you.
I think I want to come there.
What? You don't? Well, you got to go out and play or you got to come sit with me. You can't be in there.
I want here.
No.
I want a tree.
No, can't have a tree. If you come sit with me for 1 minute and say bye-bye to our friends, then I'll give you those magnets, okay? Just for a little bit until... Pretty soon we're going to go to Miss Kathy's. I got to pack your bag. Come here.
And then I'll give them... And then I'll win that tree.
I don't know about the tree, honey, because it's a breaker. Look. Can you say
Hi.
hi, Sophie?
Hi, Sophie.
Yeah, she is hanging out with her Uncle Chris today, and they're eating mac and cheese. Do you believe that?
Why are they making tea?
Well, because it's their lunchtime. Okay, listen.
It's their lunchtime.
Look who else is saying hi. Oh, you're very welcome, Ishi. Say hi, Ishi.
Hi, Izzy.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Dolly.
Hi, Robin.
Hi, Robin.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Yeah, Max. Oh, Robin says, are you in your jammies?
Hmm.
Yeah, still in jammies. We're going to get ready in a little bit, aren't we? Are you rocking? You're silly.
I'm rocking you, Mom.
Oh, you're rocking me. Can you tell them how old you are?
I am 3.
Yeah, you are 3. Yeah.
I'm rocking you, Mom.
You are rocking me. I'm getting a little woozy. Okay. So when the other day, no, that's my bookmark. It has to stay in there. You can look at this. Here, look at that pretty. So last week when I was talking about Nightmare Before Christmas that I got for free with like a $50+ purchase, the main deck I had ordered was the Color Mage Oracle. And then I also went back and got those 2 Lenormand decks from the person. The main deck, she forgot to put in the box when she shipped to me. So no, stop. Matt, stop. What are you doing?
I can be Max the Devil.
Max the Devil. Okay, you can be Max the Devil. There you go. So
I'm Max the Devil.
So here's the Color Mage Oracle that she sent on in its own box. And this one is one I'd wanted for a long time. And this is out of print and kind of expensive. And this was like at least $30 less than I sometimes see it. So I was very happy to get the Color Mage Oracle. Yay! It's got like lavender and then some keywords at the bottom. Max, they cannot hear me. Okay, take this bookmark. Actually, I need this for Sunday. Okay.
I need that.
Okay, you know what you can do? Take the devil horns out, and I'll be out in just a minute, okay?
Okay.
Don't bend them down. Hey, don't bend them down. If you break them, I'm going to take them away.
And then you can need that tree.
Ruins everything. What?
And then you give me that tree.
Please go out. You're breaking things. I'll give you something when I come out, okay? What? Okay. Huh? Don't touch the horns. Okay. Anyway, we're going to wrap this up. I hope you all have a really awesome Friday. Max the Devil. Okay, it's Happy Friday. In a couple hours, I'm going to drop this child off so I can have a date night. It's going to be so awesome, and he's going to have so much fun with his sleepover friends. Sophie and Chris, I hope you enjoy the rest of your lunch and have a great day. And the rest of you, thank you so much for hanging out with me early on a Friday. It was really nice to hang out. And again, I just really needed this today. Just a little, I was going to say adult time, but like, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Just a little tarot time. When he's off he goes with my vintage magnets. Okay. I hope you all have an awesome Friday. Don't forget to check out Toadstool Tarot at noon for a special premiere. And I will be fresh out of my appointment. I might be a few minutes late, but I will sit still in the parking lot and enjoy that. So at least for a bit. Thank you. Love you all. Talk to you soon.